Hey guys, today I will be informing you of the most powerful ability to attain when it comes to success in life, and that is controlling the matrix. And how do you do that? You need to release all resistance. Once all resistance has been removed, the goal comes about. Think about it carefully. Have you ever been in a predicament where you're just about to give up on a goal or situation and boom, all of a sudden everything needed, be it a client, money, phone call, or email, comes right to you? This happened to me on numerous occasions. Do you know why? Because you completely let go of the goal. You said, F it, I'm done. And by doing that, you let go of resistance. So now outer intention is activated and the universe can deliver the goal to you. Here's the part many forget. Remember the mirror of reality, aka what karma is. Whatever you're projecting will be revealed with a delay. So let's say throughout your goal process you start cheerfully, bubbly and happy. Then gradually you're projecting, why isn't it here yet? This is so frustrating. You go dark and negative. Now that I've given you awareness of it, you'll begin to realize the whole process will play out this way. Something will appear that will piss you off, and in a brief sunray of positivity will kiss you. You'll feel cheerful again. But guess what's coming next? I call this the feedback loop of dread. Then it branches out to other areas of your life. Just a constant zigzag, no stable peace. Also, before I get to the gems, I wanted to mention, if at the moment your goal comes about and you begin to celebrate, tell friends, party, and scream to the sky, but then whatever you've achieved disappears, for example, a potential client wants to work with you, and you start going ballistic, parading, getting boisterous, and poof, it's gone, DM me, and I'll prioritize a video on that specific topic. However, listen carefully, because these 4 gems will clear things up. Gem 1. Stop the excessive use of social media and comparing yourself to others. So have you ever wondered why perhaps you're so frustrated with your life and easily triggered? It's because what you want to live up to is the influencers you so adore, or the life of former friends and so on. Most of you want to achieve a particular goal just to boast and flaunt false fame and happiness to your followers. Thus the cycle. When your why is true and what you want is true, no matter the tribulations, when it's aligned with a deep passion you have, mark my words, no one, no force, nothing can stop you, and no one, no force can take it from you. The reason I make this statement is because, do you want what you want, or do you want what someone else has? Do you want to do stock trading, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, or do you want what it could potentially bring you? The money, the freedom, the joy. The only goal that will make your life seem like it's a constant celebration is your passion. And many other doors will open along with it. Inquire about the path you march. Is it truly yours? You may see others achieving goals similar to yours, and this shakes you, breaks you, and leads to frustration. Stop it. You're on your journey. Be happy for them. Use it as feedback. See, it can be done. And lastly, think about how much time you spend on social media and how much of the information, posts, and videos are related to your goals and passions. Does whatever you're viewing gift you with a clear head or invoke bliss? Is it constant drama, constant fear, or are you simply on it to fill the empty void you call a life? Guys, social media is the 3rd most powerful tool today. First is your heart, the second is your mind. Change your social media habits so it aligns with your passion and goals, with what inspires you and what moves you spiritually, and then you'll see a drastic change in your life. It will just appear out of nowhere. You will change your programming from the common to the mighty, and you'll be using what many think to be a weapon as your greatest asset. Gem 2. Accepting the failure scenario. I mentioned this gem in my Unwavering Faith video. Now, this does not mean you accept your goal won't come about. It's about accepting the possibility that the goal perhaps won't come about the way you've perceived, or if failure on a current project seems imminent, stop crying or getting frustrated, just accept it. Clear the unneeded energy and continue until the failure occurs. With a clear mind and open heart, and be proud you dare to do such things, because very few can cultivate such a power. You see what I'm getting at? Now that you have completely accepted the possibility that the goal won't be achieved in the manner you predict, what is the need for fear, for stress? You can simply focus on the action you've chosen to take, and with a clear mind and open heart, some possibilities of how the goal can be achieved will be shown to you. Now that you're not so rigid, I had an innate trait of never giving up. No matter the cost, no matter the odds. Here's an example of one of my proudest achievements. I hosted an expo with absolutely no degree or prior experience hosting events. I was 22 at the time, an arcade owner I was on the verge of striking a long-term marketing deal with said in order to prove my talents, I would have to host an event before we could agree to a long-term deal. Bear in mind, I thought the current meeting was a long-term contract signing. However, without hesitation, I said okay. I bought my whole team at the time, which was a former girlfriend, her best friend, and 3 good friends of mine. Again, none of us had any prior experience, degree, or knowledge for event management. I believe it was the 14th of July, and he wanted the event to be done by the 15th of August. We only had 4 weeks to host an event, so my team and I sat outside the arcade for hours. No one could leave. I wouldn't allow it. We decided how we were going to make this event happen. Long story short, the event's name was KroiCon. We sold more tickets than their biggest event before us. We made just under 4K that day, and we also provided food packs for £1, which is about $1.50. We sold about $130 worth. I remember unifying with brands such as Kabuto Noodles, Tokyo Time, and a local bubble tea vendor in the mall where the arcade is located. We found influencers and hosted tournaments. 3 pictures were all done by my brother, who was 15 years old at the time. He was acting as a lead photographer. You see it? Yes, there were unseen troubles, but we weathered the storm with me leading the ship. There were fears, worries, and doubt. We didn't know what was going to happen, but it did not move me. I completely accepted that maybe only 5 people could show up. I didn't care. Resistance was gone, so I could think clearly. Gem 3. Stop letting outside events dictate your happiness, stoicism. Given the example I just provided, you can see why I speak with such passion and vigor. But when I truly became electrified was learning about the Stoics and their philosophy, Aristotle, Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Why on earth would I ever let an outside event dictate my internal state? There is absolutely nothing that can dictate my happiness apart from me. Why do you allow fear to be such a dictating force in your life? Be intrepid, try things, be weird, be mighty. If things appear to be going wrong, look over it with a commanding hand, knowing no matter what, it will be solved and the current situation is of benefit to you. Failure only occurs when you give up. Never forget that. Never wonder about how many obstacles. Wonder about overcoming them. Bob Proctor once said, the average person tiptoes through life hoping to make it safely to death. This leads me to my next point. Cut off or respectfully disagree with the non-attuned. If they are not supporting your goals or are stuck in this weekend mindset and seem fixated on bringing you down to their level, they are not for you. Just keep a look out for the ones who adore you, the ones that will fan your flames, because one cheer of love and support equates or is greater than 1,000,000 boos. Remember, There'll be some who call you foolish, ridicule you, pity you during your pursuit. Just cut them off and choose love and respect with your fists ready. Never forget the sweet blend of being calm and cold. Forrest Carey. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. Robert Frost. You should always walk with confidence, with your head held high, admitting your power. Scared of nothing. If you view life as a constant self-improvement program and use the process of your goals to become the best version of yourself, you will inhabit the blessed syndrome and things will just flow to you. No more force, just power. David R. Hawkins wrote a book on this called Power versus Force. I will end this gem with a quote. Imagination and loving every part of yourself is the key to liberation. Gem 4, the law of duality. The 3D world has a dual nature, meaning the very fact you can live in a lifeline where your goals aren't achieved. You're receiving failure after failure literally means you can live in a lifeline where your life is everything you want it to be. Riches, love, and abundance. The opposite of poor is rich. Everything already exists. Guys, the gist of thermodynamics is the energy is never created or destroyed. It's constantly moving into form. Everything is already here. That's the whole reason the law of attraction exists. We use our energy, the physical, the mental, and the emotional to create things. You do need an element of ferocity and fearlessness. Don't fear mistakes, embrace them.